Bumped by Gannett, puck loose there. Now at the side of the goal, a chop try by Daoust. He scores! Phil Daoust, an opening night goal. I think you're going to be one of the longest tenured Belleville Sens now, coming back for, what is this, year 5 now?
Yeah, I think it's been 4.5, because that first year, I came in and I went back to junior and got traded to St. John that year. So it's been probably about 4.5. So it's been a journey for sure.
It sure has. You were one of the first players that we announced signing this offseason. Tell us a bit about what went into the decision and why you wanted to come back for another year here.
Yeah, I think, really had a good relationship with the coaching staff last year. Took big strides with Belleville, obviously. And I would say also, just a really good group of guys. And it sounded like, a fair share of guys were coming back. So it was really appealing to me. But also, I took a big step last year, I think, especially in the second half. I really felt like I was coming along with my game and actually playing the game I wanted to play and the game that Belleville wanted me to play. And I think I just wanted to carry that into this to next season, and thought for me to do that, this was the best spot to be. So.
Yeah, we talked at the end of the year about how much you played compared to the last few seasons. Have you looked back much on the past campaign and seen any areas where you feel like you were able to make some really good growth?
Yeah, absolutely. Looking back to last year, obviously disappointed we didn't, make the playoffs and get to experience that for myself. I didn't get to really experience that the season before that because of my injury. So that was a bit disappointing. But first half, I felt like, I was kind of just, feeling the water after 2 years of big injuries. And I think that's where in the second half I started, getting more comfortable with my game and getting more comfortable with just the game that, that I missed the 2 previous seasons. So, I think it took a little bit of time, but Belleville was really patient with me and really trying to help me, go through it. And obviously my teammates around me were really supportive and that helped me with my confidence for sure.
Chips that ahead. Daoust has got a half a step. Phil Daoust scores! Philly breaks free and stuffs it home. How has the transition into the off-season training been? Anything new in the repertoire this summer?
Kind of just did, what I did the following summer. I stayed healthy this year, and I think that was a really positive sign, and felt really strong and a lot bigger and a lot faster going into last year. So kind of just following those same footsteps. I know I had to have a big summer last summer, and it's the same way this year. I want to make another big step and show a lot of people that I can be a really good player in this league and help the team win a lot of games this year. So.
Yeah, on an AHL contract this season, how is that, you think, going to change things for you at all? Or will it, kind of knowing that you maybe aren't going to get that look in Ottawa necessarily this year?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of a prove it year, right? Obviously can't really get called up to Ottawa unless, I have a really good start, and who knows what could happen. But, it's a little bit of motivation to have a really big summer here and to have a really good start of the season and really show everyone that, I can be on a two-way, or I can just impact and help the team win. I'm really big team guy and going to do whatever Belleville asks me to do for the team.
The start will be important for sure. Speaking of the squad, a lot of turnover this year, a bunch of guys that won't be back, but also some pretty nice signings as well from Matt Turek and company. What are your early thoughts on the roster and your teammates this year?
Yeah, absolutely. I think obviously a bit disappointing seeing a couple of guys go and some familiar faces who have been around for a long time, like Crooker and Rhino. But it's hard to replace those kinds of guys. They're great players and great human beings. But in terms of the guys who we re-signed, like Bonjo, Reeser, Washcroft, I'm sure I'm missing a few names out there, absolutely. But it seems like we're going to have another pretty strong team, and I think a lot of guys are coming back motivated and ready to take another big step, and we're going to make a playoff push this year. Absolutely. I think that's the goal, is to make the playoffs and go deep in the playoffs.
And lastly, maybe, just for yourself, again, as one of those longest tenured guys, as somebody who's looking to really prove something this year, there's going to be more ice time, etc. Are you looking forward to that spotlight a little bit here, perhaps?
Absolutely. My goal this year is to for sure get a little bit more ice time and show people that I can play in this league and I can be a force. I think coming into this year, I'm really excited to take another big step and show people what I can do with my game, and but also, just wherever I play in the lineup, I want to help the team as much as I can. And I think Belleville knows that I'm that kind of guy. So.